Hey guys, Solacespecs here. Wanted to talk to you guys about what to do with your in-game maps. So as you are playing and as you're getting towards the end game, let's say around level 80, really level 85, you'll find yourself getting higher level maps from level 70 all the way up to eventually 75 and even 77. And here I have two 77 maps. I've been through probably about 10 77 maps so far. And I have two left, and I have already qualityed both of them, obviously. And you may be wondering, what percent should I be shooting for as I roll these maps? And really what I want to encourage you to do is don't roll these maps. See, as you are playing Path of Exile, obviously the higher level you go, the more experience you're getting, and as you find yourself in the 80s, high 80s, 81, 82. That's not high 80s. Sorry, I got distracted because I saw a void bear and totally biffed what I was saying. As you get into the high 80s, like 87, 89, that area, what's going to end up happening is you're going to need these high level maps to continue to progress forward and to get actually any significant experience. And that's why you see players on the ladder who are, like level 93, 94, 95. They don't run anything less than these 75, 76, 77 maps because they're the only maps that give any experience. So you may be thinking, okay, I have to run these 77 maps, these level 77 maps, if I'm going to get any experience and continue forward. Well, I really want to encourage you against that. Unless you are somebody who you're extremely competitive and you're thinking you're going to get to the top of the ladder, which you aren't, by the way, unless you're super competitive, your best bet is not to use these maps. So you may be thinking, okay, well, if I'm not going to use the maps, then what am I going to do with them? And the perfect answer to that is you are going to sell the maps. The maps are extremely valuable to the right buyer. There are people who play this game, 12, 15 hours a day. They have a group of friends who all play it with them. When it comes to rolling maps, I mean, they have a huge map base, and these 77 maps, they can clear them in 5 minutes flat without taking any real damage. It's really no big deal to them. For you, however, being the average gamer that you probably are, if you're like me, you don't have a group of 5 friends that every night y'all group up and you do these maps. You probably don't have this huge map base. You're probably not using the best gear in the game. And if you are using the best gear in the game, then why are you watching my videos? Because I don't have the best gear in the game. I'm not the best player in the world. So as a result, if you're not the best in the world, you don't have the best gear, you're really wasting your time running these maps. Now again, let me tell you why you're wasting your time. These maps, these 77 maps, I checked the prices today, they go for as high as 3 exalts. Now, if you don't know currency, exalt is sort of the standard for the best items. And so some of the best in slot items, you'll pay anywhere from 4 to 10 exalts. Some extremely rare items like chevrons, however you say it, wrappings, the Oculus vestments, I think that goes for 12 exalts. And so exalts is pretty much the standard for trading these extremely high-end, best-in-slot items. So let me say it all again. 177 map can go as high as 3 exalts. Me personally, I've run about 10 to 12, probably about 10 77 maps so far. Do the math on that. That's 30 exalts that I have used running these maps. And you really have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it to spend 30 exalt worth of maps just to run and get experience? Now you may also be thinking, okay, well, you can get the best items in these maps too, can't you? And yes, you can, but you can also roll a great item that has the second best affixes from a low 70 map. And the second best affixes, the maps, just the items that you see where on Reddit or whatever, where someone's bragging about the item they have, very rarely does it have the top roll of everything. often it has the second best roll on it, just because it's so rare to have the best on all of them. So with that said, you can already get not the best, but you can get pretty close to the best outside of these maps anyway. And the idea behind this is, man, sell these maps, and then instead of trying to run them to get these items, use the money you get from it to buy really good items, and then you can just roll these maps easy, and you can run them really easily and have really no difficulty in it. So with that said, even think of this, do you really think you're going to find a 3 Exalt item in these maps? Personally, from my experience, I have about 100 increased item rarity, and I roll these maps with 100% quality on them, and like I said, I've run about 10 of them, and I have never found an item worth 3 Exalt. So again, I mean, yes, you can be hoping for that amazing drop, but until you get the gear to run it super quick, it's really not worth it. So with that said, guys, man, I really encourage you to sell your high-level maps. Don't try to roll them or run them. Again, do what you want to do with your items, but again, it's really not wise, and you'll find yourself progressing a lot quicker in the game if you sell your maps and you use them to buy items. So anyway, sorry if I was a little distracted in the video. I was just running around this game trying out my Scion Trapper. Not too happy with it yet, making a lot of changes still. Should be getting a full respec with the patch today, and from that we'll make it a little bit better. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.